On July 14th, 2022, Hololive VTuber Sakamata Chloe began streaming a Vocaloid cover singing stream. At around the 2-hour mark of her stream, Chloe decided to read her viewer chat when something unexpected happened.
例えばこの冷やし黒ラーメン、冷やし黒ラーメン、
A voice, seemingly not belonging to Chloe, uttered a single word, urusai, which is the English equivalent to shut up or be quiet. A short moment later, another strange high-pitched noise was heard on stream.
あれ絶対坂までやるんだよ。あれ絶対坂までやるんだよ。
However, Chloe and her stream viewers at the time didn't really take any notice of the unknown voice or strange noise, and the stream continued without any interruption until the stream's conclusion. Later that same day, Chloe posted a tweet which read the following.
Wait, is it true that a woman's voice was on Sakamata's stream, and it happened when Sakamata was talking? It's over. It's really there. I have yet to listen to it because I'm too scared. Crying emoji face.
She then continued with another tweet which read,
I asked manager Chan to check it for me, and it seems to be true. There's a woman's voice at the 2-hour and 34-second mark. I'm still too scared to listen to it.
On July 15th, Chloe began streaming her scheduled Monster Hunter stream and addressed the issues regarding her now apparent ghost situation, and stated that she was experiencing paranormal phenomenon in her home. She then went on to say that she would stay with fellow Hololive genmate Kazuma Iroha in the meantime until she got an exorcist to cleanse whatever was haunting her and her home. On July 16th, Kazuma Iroha posted an update video on her channel explaining why she would be missing her scheduled stream.
同期の坂本クロエが、ちょっと今ね調子悪いうちに泊まりに先日ね一晩いまして、でちょっとね2人で昨日一晩一緒に過ごしたんですけれども、ちょっといろんなことが起きてしまいまして、今日ね元気だったからしようかなって思ってたんですけど、今正直そんなに体調が思わしくないのでお休みをねさせていただくことにしました。
Later that same day, Chloe posted a brief update regarding her potential ghost haunting situation. She announced that she was taking a hiatus from streaming until the ghost situation was solved, and then went radio silent. On July 26, Chloe went live for the first time since her hiatus. It would be later revealed more than a year later that during the time of her hiatus, an exorcist came to her home and conducted an exorcism. It is also noted that the exorcist would unfortunately pass away after the exorcism due to cancer. But the overall cleansing seemed to have worked, and Chloe has stated that since the completion of the exorcism, she no longer had experienced any paranormal activities or the presence of a ghost. It's a relief to hear that to this day, Chloe feels safe and comfortable in her own home again. However, even with the end of the paranormal activity, questions still remain, like, who was the ghost? What led to these hauntings? Or was the ghost even there to begin with? So to answer these questions and more, I'll take a deeper dive and look at some potential theories that may help shed some light on the hauntings of Sakamata Chloe. The first theory and most popular theory that I'll explore is the theory of a ghost of a dead woman haunting the Sakamata family. This theory was first presented by Chloe herself on stream after not discussing the situation for more than a year. In her own words, she said that there were 3 ghosts that apparently haunt her family: 1 child, 1 adult male, and female. In this particular case, all signs pointed to the female ghost being the lead culprit of the ghost situation. Chloe went on to say that in the past, a woman was killed by one of her ancestors due to grave misunderstanding, which led to the dead woman forming a grudge and manifesting as a vengeful ghost. This specific type of ghost almost perfectly matches the description of an onryo, generally a woman who would come back from purgatory for a wrong done to them during their lifetime. However, there is a slight hole in Chloe's vengeful ghost theory, and that is that the supposed vengeful ghost never made any physical appearance whatsoever. Onryo are known to be physically manifesting. Good examples of this are found in modern media like Sumara from The Ring. However, Chloe herself never mentioned any type of physical form ever appearing, only strange and paranormal sounds and moving objects. You may be thinking this is bad news for Chloe since this puts a hole into her family's vengeful ghost theory. However, this is actually very good news for Chloe. Onryo are known to be one of the most strongest and impossible type of ghosts to deal with. They don't know how to differentiate between guilty and innocent victims, making them especially dangerous. They also have a tendency to make their victims suffer for as long as possible before murdering them. Now, many of these dark traits were found in the ghost appearances in Chloe's case, which might take Onmyo out of the running for the identity of the ghost. This brings us to Theory 2, the poltergeist theory. A poltergeist is a type of ghost or spirit that is responsible for physical disturbances, such as loud noises and objects being moved or destroyed. This exactly matches the description of Chloe's experiences. Only a couple days before her now infamous singing ghost stream, Chloe mentioned she had dealt with strange incidents throughout her life. When she was younger and living with her family, she experienced things like hearing unknown voices when no one was there, or objects falling before her eyes. And when she started living on her own, she experienced the bathtub suddenly filling up with water on its own, doors opening and closing on their own, the sound of running water throughout the house, only to stop at random periods of the day, a television turning on a news report without having any antenna, lights changing color. The nature of these incidents is definitely more like someone playing a prank than someone trying to cause physical or psychological harm. Also, knowing Chloe's Kansai, Japan background, it plays a huge part in the poltergeist theory. Kansai is Japan's cultural capital. Kansai's cultural significance means that the region houses many of Japan's ancient shrines, temples, and ruins, which are known to house some of the most haunted and horrifying ghosts in Japan. Being in such a concentrated area for the supernatural, it wouldn't be hard to believe that a poltergeist decided to cling and target Chloe. We also know that the ghost Chloe has is not a ghost that resides in just one location, like the popular Ju-on, also known as the Grudge, which only affects those who enter its domain. Chloe's ghost was one that followed her from place to place. This also matches Chloe's experience with Kazuma Iroha, as she left to sleep at Iroha's house for one night to hopefully get away from the ghost haunting her. This only led to Iroha getting her share of paranormal adventures as well. So with all that said, many signs point to a poltergeist being the primary suspect haunting Sakamata Chloe. But even with all this evidence, the theory still doesn't explain how a ghost type that haunts places like Europe and North America found its way into Japan. This brings us to the third and final theory. This theory goes along the lines of not believing in any ghosts, supernatural, or paranormal happenings that happened during the Sakamata Chloe ghost incident. To break down this theory, I'll first need to explain a little bit about Japan and its background. Shinto is the most popular religion in Japan, followed by Buddhism. Shinto is a Japanese religion incorporating the worship of ancestors and natural spirits and a belief in sacred power in both animate and inanimate things. It was a state religion of Japan until 1945, and in 2013, a survey conducted in Japan asking Japanese residents whether they believe in ghosts resulted in 50% of men and 64% of women stating they believed in ghosts. What does all this mean? Well, it means a strong percentage of Japanese population believe in ghosts. This in turn means that when events happen without a scientific explanation directly present, many people in Japan will turn into believing a supernatural intervention based on their strong beliefs rooted in Shinto and supernatural beings. Many Hololive members also fell into this position as they reacted to Chloe's supposed haunted singing streams in a light of fear and also believability in Chloe's ghost. But this begs the question, if it wasn't a ghost or anything supernatural, then what caused all these strange phenomenon, or at least a strange female voice and sound? And how was it possible that the doors were opening and closing, sounds leaking throughout her house? How were other people able to experience all these strange phenomenons to begin with? For starters, if the playback is heard of the voice, there is a similar quality to Chloe's voice to the ghost voice. And since the streaming is taking place on what I assume is a mic and a software similar to OBS, there may have been an overlap of voice or echo due to delay. With the original stream covering vocally covers, there may have been a sound bug leading to the mic either picking up Chloe's voice delayed or Chloe herself having her voice picked up on mic that just happened to make the word urusai sound briefly. The other paranormal experiences that Chloe faced in her home may be due to the house's structure, such as vibrating walls, bad plumbing due to old building structures common in Japan, and sometimes even more scary than any ghost, carbon monoxide, natural gas leaks, or harmful materials in building structures such as lead or mercury. All these factors and more could contribute to the worsening of one's mental state, and with the belief in ghosts, the natural assumption that a ghost exists is more easier to find and fathom than these of other physical issues that may be present. With one person strongly believing, it's not hard to make and convince others believing in a present ghost or possible supernatural beings. Would this be enough to truly shake Chloe's manager and even Iroha to believe and manifest the ghost along with Chloe? That's tough to say. With how many occurrences that happen, it is pretty hard to believe that it can all be explained with just faulty building structure and potential material hazard, even with all this evidence supporting different theories and potential answers. Fortunately, there is no real way of finding out the truth, at least for now, which leaves this case of the haunting of Sakamata Chloe a mystery that will remain unsolved. If you guys stuck around for the end of this video, I greatly appreciate it, and I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section below about what you think about the whole Chloe ghost situation a year later. With that said, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.